We want to talk about your real estate career.
Yes.
So first things first, what were you doing before real estate?
In my young 20s, I would say, I was working
So
for...
a couple of years ago.
Just
2 years ago.
I was working for a company in Montreal that's called relocation, that was working both selling and management, real estate management. I was on the management side of things, and I literally always swore that I would never do the selling part because I was like, this is not for me, it's too cutthroat, people are, whatever. A couple of years later, I actually joined the Canadian military, and I was there for quite a long time.
And how did you deal with, when you finally did sort of embark upon this full time, were you nervous about, I'm running my own business now, I don't have a paycheck coming in, there's some stability that comes from being an employed member of the military.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. So. Of course, we're a two-income family.
Yeah.
We always been. So it's not like I was home and then suddenly I was starting something. I basically took a leap of faith.
You took a leap of faith, yeah. And
yes.
here you are.
Yeah, here I am.
All right, I'm super excited today. Melanie LeBlanc is here, and Melanie is a great agent and has grown her business to now have a team of 5 people. From starting out doing mainly relocation business while still working in the Canadian military for 8 years, she has continued to grow her business to the point where she had that assistant, now has the team with salespeople on it, and she's going to approach 100 transactions this year. So Melanie has a wealth of knowledge on how to grow your business, how to really focus in on providing value to your database, and think systematically. If you're someone who's interested in systems, this is the lady to listen to because she's got it down pat. And so how to have a system in place while still being authentic is what Melanie's superpower is, and we're super excited to talk to her today. I play a little pool while we're at it. Come along with us. Mel, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. I'm looking forward to you kicking my ass at pool here in a little bit, so that'll be fun.
I'm so good at pool.
Absolutely, can't wait, yeah. So obviously we want to talk about your real estate career.
Yes.
So first things first, what were you doing before real estate? Walk me through what the journey was into the business for you.
So in my young 20s, I would say, I was working for...
a couple of years ago.
Just
2 years ago.
I was working for a company in Montreal that's called relocation, that was working both selling and management, real estate management. I was on the management side of things, and I literally always swore that I would never do the selling part because I was like, this is not for me, it's too cutthroat, people are, whatever. Then a couple of years later, I actually joined the Canadian military, and I was there for quite a long time. And I got posted to Halifax from Ontario, and I ended up being interested. Actually, it's pretty funny, but before just being posted here, I met with my neighbor at the time, and her aunt was there from Quebec, and she's like, she was kind of a psychic or something, or had psychic ability, and she said, oh, you're in the military, that's funny because I can see you in real estate, like you're in real estate, and I was like, yeah, whatever. So, but it kind of put the little seed back into me. So when I was posted to Kingston, there was no way I could have even a second to take the course and stuff. So when I came here, I decided to do it.
Cool.
And voila.
Here you are. Yeah, big business later. You're off and running. So
yes.
Is there anything you take from your time in the military that you think applies to the business that you're running right now? Discipline. As a
discipline always been a part, a bit of my personality.
Yes.
So, and it's not to clap myself, but I always been a very hard worker. I was always before having a real job, always had 2 jobs at the same time. Okay. So I was working corporate and then in bars at night.
Okay.
Or a restaurant and at the bank.
Yep.
It's like I needed both to fill my cup kind of situation. So this is the reason I did that. But also I find that I'm very process driven. And this is something that I had before. Then it's, of course, being enforced by the military and all that kind of stuff. But I'm very process driven. And when I got posted here, my experience of my house hunting trip was good. The person was like super nice and stuff. But I like really clicked because there was a big need for some systems or way of doing things to make things easier. So as soon as I got my license, I didn't know no one in Halifax, like zero. So about 2 people that I was like starting to work with and stuff. And I built my business on the relocation system, taking my own experience and changing it into something that can actually benefit other people.
So great. I definitely want to talk about how you've kind of approached relocation over the years as well. But tell me, were you off to like a fast start? This sounds like this might have been your first kind of entrepreneurial
enterprise. I was never.
And so did you get off to a quick start, would you say, or a bit of a grind at the beginning? Like, what was it like for you as you got going?
You know what? I think my first year, if I'm not mistaken, I was working full-time in the military still.
Yes, okay.
So I did both for the last 8 years of my career. So the first year, I think I did about 12 or 17 transactions.
Good. Yeah.
So that was good, but I didn't have, how can I say that? I didn't protect my time much, so I was like just grinding constantly.
Fair enough. Yep. And how did you deal with when you finally did sort of embark upon this full time? Were you nervous about, as I'm running my own business now, I don't have a paycheck coming in. There's some stability that comes from being an employed member of the military.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. So what happened is when I reached a level of business that I was able to pretty much was somewhat equal. Okay.
Yep.
To my salary.
Right.
I waited until I was about like 15,000 over that.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I am with someone that was also a member of the military, so we still had that kind of paycheck. But of course, we were a 2-income family.
Yeah.
We always been. So it's not like I was home and then suddenly I was starting something. I basically took a leap of faith.
You took a leap of faith, and here you are.
Yeah, here I am.
That's awesome,
yes.
So you're early in your career, you realize that there isn't anyone who's really helping people with their relocation efforts in a systematic and processed way. How did you go about building the system that you thought would be the right system for people to take advantage of?
So what happened is one thing that I think really did help me from the get-go was I was also a mother. Yeah. Okay? So you are a military member, you are a spouse, you are a mother of young kids. You are someone who had to relocate and find, new doctors, new school, all that kind of stuff. So I think that gave me a bit of an advantage. So I was meeting people through my work, and then let's say I was helping someone was happy, they were telling their friends and all that kind of, like...
Referral business.
Yeah, that's it, referral business. And so then I was thinking, because I had more time back then, even though my kids were small and I had a full-time job, but anyway, that's for another day. I was like drafting or putting on paper things that I would have liked. Okay. Yeah. Myself. Yeah. As a military member. Yeah. When I was in Kingston, coming to Halifax, what would have changed the process? What would have make it like more efficient, faster, all that kind of stuff. Great. So I kind of draft that. Great. And started to like break it into systems, if you will. And then, of course, the systems I have, like now 18 years later, are very different from the first one that I had. But I started at the basic and then just like go from there and created a bigger, not complex, it's just detailed. Yeah, and can you give me, like, what's an example of one that you started with? Like, when someone reaches out, I'm going to send them something. Is that like a system in your mind? Give me just a bit of an example. Again, the process are very different. Okay. The ideas of them are the same.
Yep.
The process is different.
Yep.
So at the beginning, I didn't really know. First of all, we weren't obliged to have a buyer's contract.
Right, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so that was another time. So I was, let's say, on the phone with them, drafting, okay, where are you? What do you have kids? Do you have a spouse? Where do you want to go? Where are you going to be posted? Because Halifax, you have Shearwater, you have the base, you have like the dockyard.
Yep.
Where do you want to be? Do you want to walk? Like that
Yeah.
kind of things.
Questions.
Yeah,
basically.
questions, but
Understand
the
what they're
deep
looking
one,
for.
not just like, oh, I'm posted to Halifax.
Yeah.
When I was posted to Halifax and I had to clear in, like they
Yeah.
give you a little card, like you have to go to supply, and I was like, wow, where?
Yeah.
Oh, that's on base. Where's that?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's very. So I knew what kind of question I had to fill in. So then they knew most of the time at that time when they were coming on HHG.
Right.
So I was booking vacation from my day-to-day job.
Wild.
Okay, to take them in.
Love it.
So we were going around doing things and stuff. I was asking as well what they were looking for in a house, and I was making sure that we were concentrating our time
Excellent.
to what makes sense.
Excellent.
Because when I came here, I told my agent back then what we were, like, what we needed.
Yep.
And he listened. He was super sweet, okay?
Yep.
So he listened and all that kind of stuff. But the problem is, every time, you're excited when you're posted somewhere or you need to move, you're on these systems all the time.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
And I was sending him all the houses, and he just put them on a list and showed them all to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, technically, the second day I came back to the hotel crying because we had nothing and we had only 2 days on site. And I'm thinking, where are we going to live? So technically 75% of the houses that we saw the first and second day of our HHG were not even close to things that we needed. So that's the first thing.
You're going to correct that in your system is what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So now I do the exact same process. They call me or they contact me somehow. Then I ask them for their email address. I send them an intake form. They fill this. They send it to me.
Great.
We're actually going into some kind of Zoom meeting or telephone or whatever. So they tell me a bit more what they're liking, what they don't like, and what they need. So I go through this to see if we're a good fit. Very important. I think it's good for any real estate transaction, but it's even more important in the relocation system because they don't have 3-5 million choice. They come here once, sometimes two, very rarely, but they come here once, so they need to have a lot of their work done at the beginning.
Yeah.
So when I do this, I explain to them what I do and all. I don't send anything until the buyer's contract is signed.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I always tell them, listen, I'm not there to pressure you. If you think we're not a good fit or you think you can do better, you don't want to sign, whatever your reason is, that's totally fine, but I'm not the agent for you.
Yep.
Because I am bending over backwards for my clients, and I've worked on these systems and these documents and the stuff that I physically give them for all these years.
Yeah.
So this is one of the benefit of working with myself and my team.
Love it.
So if you're not willing to commit to me,
Yeah.
that's absolutely fine, but I'm not committing to you either.
Let me ask you a question. You have someone who kind of creates that initial inquiry. Your response, based upon your system, which I love, by the way, is I'm going to send you an intake form.
Yep.
How many people drop out at that point?
Not
Would you
a
say most of them are say, yeah, that's great, I'm going to fill out this form, and then you have the Zoom with them based upon, and you talk about some of those answers you've gotten.
Yeah.
Do people drop out at that point? I'm going to guess
Very
you're
rarely.
moving through to that buyer's
Yes.
contract pretty
Yes.
regularly would be my guess at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
and the
great.
thing is that I explained to them at the beginning as well. So when I send them the intake form, they're saying, if I fill this, is it like we absolutely have to work with you? And I'm like, no, it's just technically
Love it.
questions
Yep.
that you're giving me information for me to help you better.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are, and I am, and I make that clear too. It's not a one-way decision.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
two-way
Yeah.
decision. Okay, and people respect that.
Yeah, there's an element of hard to get there as well that I think you're creating a little bit of a barrier for people as they're starting with you by saying, hey, I need all this information, and if you're not willing to fill out this information, then what are we doing here?
Exactly.
And then secondly, I have a decision to make about whether I want to work with you too, Mr. Client, and that level of hard to getness probably makes you more attractive as well. So
but
that's super cool. Love it.
You show them that you're serious, and you're doing a lot of work for them right from the get-go as soon as they commit to you.
Great, love that.
And this is why, but I never been a pushy person, you know, when you go in the store sometimes. Can I help you? Can I help you? Do you need a size? No. That's not the way I roll. So I'm telling them what I offer. They talk to their spouse, they make their decision, whatever they want to do, and they get back to me. And when they commit, I'm going, hit the ground running.
But you're also not the person who's willing to go out and show like 6 or 7 houses, without ever having done this interview process. Like, you're just not wasting your time in that respect, right? So you expect them to kind of meet you in the middle there with, this is the work I need you to do. I will then completely devote myself. So,
and I tell them at the end, if something doesn't work out, let's say 2 days into it, okay? They change their mind, whatever. I'm not one to retain people either, okay? Nobody should force a relationship that's not supposed. Like, it's that in real life. And I think it's supposed to be the same thing in actually work.
Love that, cool.
So if they tell me, Mel, I think it's not working, I'm going to be like, no problem, sending the termination. That happened once in 18 years.
So that's pretty good ratio, yeah. So your business is growing through relocation. You figure out a system that's going to make this easier for people. Let's fast forward to today even, if you want. How much of your business is still comprised of relocation work? Is it still a huge part of it? It is. Okay,
yes, it is. It's not as... Because, of course, at the beginning, let's say you can say, and I see that often sometimes on social media, 95% of my business is relocation. Yes, you're doing 22 transactions a year. So when you increase the amount of transaction,
the percentage comes down.
Exactly. But I still have like a huge amount of relocation per year.
And where do people find you with respect to that relocation? Is that now word of mouth? Are you actively advertising on base across the country? Are you tell me about where it comes from?
I don't advertise. Most of my business is coming from past clients. Coming back to me. Or giving my name to other people. But sometimes it happens that people will text me or go through the website, they will reach out to me, and I always ask them, so where did you get my name from? Is it like Google? I don't know. And sometimes people are giving me names that I have absolutely no idea. Okay? And I don't want to say that.
That's great,
because I don't want to sound but literally some people I never heard.
But word has gotten around about you being the solution, which is fantastic. That's amazing. And in a lot of ways, what you're kind of describing is, you've got friends and family, I'm sure, who use you when they're buying or selling a house over here. But you've got this segment of your database that has one thing in common. They're members of the military.
Yes, RCMP as well.
RCMP as well, okay.
I do a lot of RCMP as
well. So, but presumably those people are getting the same sort of level of repeat contact after you've dealt with them. And so it's just a different segment of your database in a lot of ways there. So. Repeat referral out of that.
Tons of difference. Cool. I think that the difference, I always worked in anything. Okay? McDonald's, my first job. Bartending. It's always been, even in the military, my work was also always customer services driven. Okay? So I think this is the difference. When people feel that they're taken care of, and you're not just like, I'll take care of you, okay, bye, I'll talk to you and whatever. It's very important, and again, I use how I like to be treated when I deal with someone, and then I just repeat that.
Love that. That's great.
It's like simple.
That's great. So tell me about the systems that you've brought to your business now. So that's your sort of relocation system. Have you built other systems in your business? I know you've now grown a team, and we'll talk about the team as well here in a moment. But what are some of the other things that you think are important for realtors to build as systems in their business? Just maybe talk to me about what
There's
What
so
happens
many.
regularly? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if one or two is fine. Yeah.
So I think any client or people in your database in general, you need to touch some, like, many times per year.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of, and I don't want to sound that I'm bashing on other people's work, but I see sometimes, like, coaching companies, they're like, oh, you need to touch people 32 times a year. Hey. Whoa. First of all, as a customer, don't reach out to me 32 times because then I'm going to think that you're a stalker. Okay? And if you're sending me, like, sometimes people are they're like, oh, you should send them an email every week. Yeah. It becomes too, like, you're used to it. Okay? So I see your name, let's say, every Friday. The first one I read, the second one, oh, okay, third one. Then you become like just white noise. But if you're reaching out to me and not necessarily, okay, you reach out to me at Christmas, you reach out to me at Valentine's, I reach out to my clients when I think they need to hear from me. Beautiful. Or if I have information that they actually can use. Not just like, okay, this is the rate this week. Everybody knows that. Okay? We have social media, we have the news, we have our colleagues, we have everyone. I personally don't think this is something that my clients want to hear. So I reach out to them with certain things. So I'm a huge animal lover, and a lot of my clients are as well. So let's say I find something that's super interesting. Let's say one of my clients has a Doberman, okay? And I see a Doberman, or I see a meme with a Doberman, or whatever. I will literally take a screenshot because I remember they have a Doberman, and I'll send it to them and say, "Oh my God, look, it's like your dog." And I don't do it as a very. I'm not feeling that I'm forced. Right. Okay. And I think that makes a difference as well. Because when I reach out to them, they feel that it's really directed to them, and it's really not just like going down my list and be like, okay, I need to find something to say. You know, I personally think that they can feel it. We would have to have a couple of them here and ask them, but
agreed. No, I think that's amazing. Like intention is what you're describing now, right? And so if you go into it with the right intention, then you're going to have a more genuine relationship with these people. They're going to want to refer you. I love that. I think that's a great way good for you. That's awesome. And how do you keep track of them all at this point? Like, you've had 18 years you just described in the business. I know you're doing 50 to 75 transactions a year at a minimum. Now it's grown with the team. You know, that's a lot of people to keep track of. You're talking about 1,000 people at this point, right? So
So what we have, so over the years, of course, how can I say, like, we have what's called like a CRM. If you're in real estate, most of the time you know what the CRM is. Over the years, I had to change numerous times, because new things were coming out that were like making our life easy. And also, it's different, I personally think, when you are on your own and then when you start growing a team. So the CRM will make a difference because you need to have someone like a huge database, but that can be segmented for, let's say, you, for me, but we have everybody in the same place. And also, everybody has access to everyone. So, for example, God forbid, something would happen to Steve, I have access to everything. So I go and I can take over Steve. So that is something that people, and they're always asking us in real estate, like, oh, what's your secret? What's the best CRM? And it's super, like, cringy, but people are always saying, you know what, the CRM that works is the one you use, which I think it's a boring statement to make, but at the same time, it's true.
You have to,
If you're not using it, even if you have the bestest thing, you're not using it, it's not going to serve you or your clients.
No value, for sure. I love that. I love that for sure. And I was talking to someone this morning about CRM specifically. And the comment that person made to me was, the CRM has to be a tool that triggers a relationship conversation between the person using the CRM and the person who's in the CRM, right? And I think there's a lot of people who are now relying on the CRM to do all of the communication and excluding you as the agent. So what you're describing is, I use the CRM to remember that these are the people who have a Doberman. I will then send them the picture of the Doberman rather than the CRM goes and uses ChatGPT to do a picture of a Doberman and automatically sends it to them in an impersonal fashion, right? No. So you're using it to build the relationship.
Yeah, it's building the relationship, and it's to have a legit relationship.
Right.
Not oh yeah, I contacted them 12 times.
Yeah.
So efficiency is something I'm very, very like dear to my heart. Yeah. But with all the new AI stuff, they're kind of not to push it on us, but it's to show us that they can help us making things like easier. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing with the template emails and all that kind of stuff. But I think there's nothing worse than having everything templated. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then there's a mistake. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it sends an email to you, and your name is Matt, and now I'm saying, "Hi, Denise." Yeah. You know it's being sent by something else. It's not me. So that's why, like, we have templated emails that we manually go and modify. Right. And the reason we have the template, it's of course for efficiency, but it's to make sure we don't forget anything. Okay? Yep. But it's not something that will, as soon as I press a button, it's going. I don't, personally, not working for me.
And I think that there's a certain degree of email that you're sending that's just informational in nature. It's not designed to build a relationship. Someone, gets an offer accepted on a home, that next email is a checklist for them, that's likely, right? And so that's not one where you're trying to build a relationship. You're just trying to make sure they have the information they need, versus the Doberman example that's a relationship thing, right? So if they feel like that's a scripted email or something like that, then that's going to just seem disingenuous, and they're going to dismiss it.
And then it's breaking what we're trying. I find like, without being like, oh my God, I'm never talking to you again. I find like it creates a bit of like a brazen
it harms the relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to talk about the team before we start to play a little bit of pool here. So when did you decide team was the way that you were going to go, and how did you go about putting that together?
So I think what happened is I should have started a team way before when I actually did. The reason is, when you build a business from the ground, literally, like I was not from Halifax, you do that through blood, sweat, and tears over the years. It's very difficult to let go. Okay, you're like, I want to know. So, but eventually, when it's affecting your quality of life and the one of your family, of course, because we made that decision to do this job and all that. What comes around it. And I'm very lucky to have a partner that's like my cheerleader and it's been from the beginning. But if my choice becomes a deterrent to my family life, my children and all that kind of stuff, then you're like, okay. So it's either you take a step back and start saying no to people, which also is hard because you've worked all these years to take it to a level that you're trying for people to come. Now they're coming, you're like, sorry.
Absolutely.
So then you have to find the right people for you. People that will be, because it's a lonely business. People are like, no, it's a lonely business. Yeah. So if you have a team, one person, and then you grow eventually to more, you have to have people that are all going good together. So it's creating like a very small but tight unit.
100%.
Personally. Yep. Some people are building humongous team, and this is amazing. It's just not
you.
No.
And so you started with an assistant, I believe.
Yes.
Correct? And then you've now added people who are selling on the team. How do you make that decision as to whether or not they are the right fit for the team? Maybe just gut feel, or is there a system to that as well? So
first of all, gut feel.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yep. That's I'm strong on that. Then I do 3 months of kind of probation period, if you will, for these people and for us to see if we're a good fit. Yeah. And again, no ill will if it doesn't work.
Great.
Okay. And then we have process and how to onboard these agents and all. Some team leads really like to have people that have no experience at all. Some people have that have just that experience. and I'm in the middle.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the middle.
Cool.
I like agents that have been in the business for, let's say, 1, 2, 3 years, so they see what it is about, and then I see if they're a good fit for us.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Okay, let's stop here. We're going to play some pool. We'll talk a little bit more about your career as we do that as well. But I think we should get to the table here so that you can give me my lesson, and we'll be off to the races if that's okay with you. So, great,
perfect.
Love it. Okay, Mel, you're letting me break here. You sure about this? Okay, let's do it. So cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's better. You than
There you go. There you go. So it's still wide open. You can pick whatever you want. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me about your team now. Like, what do you guys do together? How often do you guys get together? Do you meet regularly? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, my team is like a little family.
I love it. Yeah.
We are family. No, we actually try to do.
Oh, no.
We obviously do work things together.
Yeah.
But we're also I think you need to like your team enough.
Yeah.
That you can actually hang out with them as friends.
Love it. Yeah. Love it. Yeah,
because yes, it's a business relationship, but I think it's important to feel like your friend.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
Big,
That's great.
Big time.
That's great. Yeah. There you go.
Ben, look, come in. Maybe because there's no line.
Oh, that's
And
true.
it's in
You're
English,
right.
That's why I cannot be.
Oh, the English pool. Yeah, fair enough. I understand that. Yeah.
Look at you.
Okay. So I know you mentioned that you're a big animal lover. Tell me about that part of your life. You have had lots of dogs in and out of your house.
I do. I do have tons of dogs.
Your stripes now, I think.
Yeah, this one. Not this one. So I think, for me it's a big.
How did you get into that?
I always. No. I've always been like an animal lover.
Okay.
But now I'm trying to help those, like mostly abandoned dogs, shelter dogs, abused dogs, because a lot of people who love animals, I'm not saying they don't love them, but they love the puppy, the cuteness, I also love puppies, of course, I love all dogs, but I'm more of a trying to make their life better.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, if they're like, oh my God, if I ever win the lottery, I'll buy a big yacht, I'll be in Greece. I would love that too. Yeah. But for real, I would open a shelter.
Is that right? Yeah. That's amazing.
That would be my first thing before doing anything else. I would try to find like a property that I can have like some kind of a farm setting. Yeah. And then I would try to get animals that are staying longer at the SPCA or shelter or something like this because they're hard breed or they're older, and just like take them all.
Amazing.
And help them find families. Yeah. Without the budget stress of, okay, we need to have like 5 dogs adopted this month because we don't have the money. Right. So that's my ultimate.
That's cool. I love that.
Goal in life.
Listen, I've been to your home too, and it feels like it's a little mini shelter at times, I'm sure. So you have.
I know. It's crazy, but you know what? I love it. Hey.
No.
Come on. This is not fair. I told you it's been a long time.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. There is no pressure on the pool part. The best part is the conversation for sure. So,
That's no pressure. You have way too much practice.
Well, now, I see, and I'm getting better every time. You only get to play once. I get to play with everyone who comes in here, right? So, yeah. Still not very good, though. So.
Listen.
Yeah.
You're better than me. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one is gonna be the proof. It's either make or break. Full quality. You know what? I never played with my glasses either.
Oh, maybe that's the issue.
It's
Yeah.
not,
Oh, not that. Oh, geez, that double whammy.
I'll keep on selling real estate.
Quick question for you. You're a super organized person. I know that about you. You are, I would say, I don't think you've been late for something in 18 years. How do you structure your day? How do you build priority into your day? Like, what does your day look like?
I'll be honest with you, the last 2 years, I've been not as good as I was before.
Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about tasks or things that need to be done.
Yep.
I'm talking about being late for something sometimes.
Okay.
Because I have more appointment than time.
Okay.
And I'm trying to cram
Yep.
as much as possible
Yep.
to accommodate clients,
Yep.
of course,
Yep.
because that's not for me. That I'm like, let's cram all that.
Yeah.
But I don't take into consideration traffic, construction.
Yeah.
So I used to be very good, but we had less.
Oh, we
back
had
then
less.
too,
Yeah.
okay?
We're in a growing city.
So I need to kind of think a bit more about buffer.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be like not showing up or an hour, but I hate, usually I'm 10 minutes in advance.
I know.
This is how I'm used. Now I'm like on the dot or 2 minutes late, and I find that I have to kind of wrap it up now. Not happening.
And how do you have like a morning routine or anything like that that you
I have
follow?
a morning routine that I'm trying to follow as much as I can.
Okay.
That makes a huge difference in my entire day when I follow it.
Awesome.
But I find that morning routine, the little problem, anyways, I have is the fact that when you drop it one day, it's so hard to get back into it. So one day becomes 2 days you skip, 3 days you skip, or when you have like a long weekend, or you have, let's say, an HHT. And so this week, I was on the side of the road in Hammonds Plain at 10 p.m. at night, writing an offer from my hotspot from my phone, trying to make it happen. To make sure that my clients got the property that they wanted at the last minute. But then you get home, it's almost midnight, and you have to wake up at 5 and then do your yoga and that morning, no.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was like I wake up at 6:30 instead of 5, and I drink 2 gallons of coffee and like take my vitamins, a banana, and the way.
It's, the secret to getting up early is to set your alarm to go to bed on time, not to get up early, right?
Exactly.
And so if you're knocked off of that.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I think, and I'm all for morning routine, don't get me wrong. I see so much difference in the way my day will run, the way I feel, the way I act. But sometimes, for me anyways, I would be lying if I would tell you, oh yeah,
I'm perfect with it.
Perfect. Wake up, do this, not skip. No, that's not a truth. But not for me. So people that are doing it for real every day, I commend them. I want to be them when I grow up. Very. Everything is terrible. Because I'm like, let's just do something. Ben oui, let's just do something. Get the whiteboard.
Love it.
So now you know, if ever you create a party or a fundraiser with pool, you don't want me in your team.
Take you on my team for sure.
I will be there and serving drinks, but I don't think I will be
there
to make you guys win anything.
But that might be the distraction that everyone needs, right? So
exactly. They're going to be like, oh, Mel is so terrible.
I love it.
She's terrible.
What do you do to relax? What do you like to do to relax?
You know what? Now I'm old.
You're not playing pool. You're not in the basement
I'm old,
there.
So I drink wine and I garden.
Love it. Yeah, I love it. That's
great.
great.
I'm not even killing things. They're actually growing.
Your garden is spectacular out back. Your house is a beautiful
it's
spot.
It's just like a new thing.
Is that right?
2 years.
Oh, I love it.
Before I used to do it just for the look of it.
Yeah.
You know, like curb appeal and blah, blah, blah. Now I do it for, of course, the curb appeal, but the joy of like just growing things. And you know what's very funny?
Yeah.
It's like I go in my greenhouse and it's very peaceful and stuff, and I'm listening to killing podcasts, like true crime podcasts, and I'm like planting plants, and it's like, and then they grab her by the throat and found her. And I'm like, this is a bit bizarre. But
That is wild.
Whatever works.
Oh, that was my next question is what do you like listen to, read, anything like that? What's on your...
So I have 2 things. So to relax for real, I listen, like I'm a true crime.
True crime, yeah,
I
really,
always been.
Yeah.
So I have 2 books going at the same time,
Okay.
always.
Yeah.
At night, I will read whatever, true crimes, new books, whatnot.
Yep.
Morning, when I read, I'm trying to do like business or self improvement or things like this.
And do you have any favorites on that front?
The Compound Effect.
I love that one. Yeah.
I really like this one.
Yeah.
And Get Stuff Done, I really like.
Also good. Yeah. A couple of favorites.
Eat the Frog first, or eat the frog. Anyway, it's like showing you to do what's harder in the morning when your willpower and your energy level is higher.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kiss
love
the
this.
frog. I don't remember.
Kiss the frog. I think it is Eat the Frog. Yeah.
Eat the Frog.
Yeah.
There's 2 books, but the first one is very good. The second is just like an extension.
Yeah. I think Kiss the Frog is Disney. That's you kiss the frog and it turns into the prince. So yeah.
You're right. Kiss the Frog is the little princess.
That's right.
Hey, look, guys. I give up.
Oh!
Yes.
Just when you were ready to give up. Yeah.
Never give up. This is
inspirational pool messages from Melanie. Yeah.
Inspiration quote.
Still you.
As soon as you're about to give up, this is
the breakthrough happens.
The breakthrough happens.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to force my luck.
Yeah.
Because I can.
I love it.
Tell you. Oh, Zin.
Oh, yeah.
That's also not a swear.
No, not a swear. Okay, that's good. I like it. I've learned many new French words from you, Melanie, over the years, which I appreciate about you.
Yes, some of them you cannot repeat.
I cannot repeat, exactly.
Nope.
Yeah. Let's get that cleared out of there. Oh, there you go. See?
You got one of mine?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all you again.
Okay. I'm telling you, I need to spend more time here.
Yeah. You're...
No. Oh! Come on.
Didn't do much to help myself up there, though. Okay. Nope. All right. It's up to you. It's up to you now.
Okay, if I'm not getting this one, this is the end of it.
All right. Very good. Oh, easy peasy. Good job. Good job.
Ish. I'm just gonna move this one somewhere. At least, they're all.
Oh, down there now. Yeah. Let's see.
You're getting good at this.
Oh, too soft. Oh, no!
Almost.
It's up to you. Don't knock that 8-ball in yet, though.
It's so terrible. Some people are so good at that.
I know it's true. Oh.
I tried. Oh, like.
Okay, all right. I feel good now.
Oh!
Thanks, Mel.
Moral of the
Thanks,
story.
Mel. Yeah.
Mel,
It was a
keep on selling
comeback,
real
though.
estate.
It was a comeback. Thank you so much for everything.
I
A great
was
conversation. Yeah, yeah. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
That's it.
Beautiful.
We're out.